Hey, so we're not gonna do all of this. Maybe put it in separate parts, but this is just an easy try hack me challenge. It's supposed to be 60 minutes. I just wanted to record this part because I thought it would be cool to add it to my YouTube channel, which is just using Nmap and port scanning, um, and just keep it short today. So let's start. So conduct an Nmap scan of your choosing. How many ports are open? Okay. Uh, there's an Nmap room. I might have it on my notes somewhere. Uh, I might not have it here on this computer. Anyway, I don't have it here. So what we're gonna do is let's use ChatGPT with this. Okay. I don't remember. Oh, that's not the IP. Hold on. Uh, that's my friend's Discord. Uh, what? Where are you? Oh, here. I thought I copied clipboard, but I think it was copying to this. I don't remember. Here. It was just the name of the IP. It was like this. You had to put in the ports. Let's try with this one. I know I used to do it for one of my pen testing boot camps. You got to choose the port you want to target. But I think the question over here is overshoot. How many ports are open? So let's do that. Okay. So yeah. So this just shows all the ports. So we got how many ports are open? We got one, two, and three. Three ports. What ports is SMB running on? Uh, I think it's 445. 445. I think 445 is for printers. Directory services, Windows Server, log SMB. See, it's part of the Because I remember one of my jobs, they used to have two ports for the printers. It was 445, and then it was a different one. The network file sharing purposes, such as those exploited by WannaCry ransomware. So yeah, so it is 445, like I thought. Mm, in ascending order. Okay, so there's two. I am not sure. I mean, it would be 139 and 445. Yeah, but I don't remember this port. It was used before SMB over port 445 became the standard file printer sharing. So yeah, it was used for printers. Net BIOS communication between local network enable the file and printer sharing as well as other network services, but it's no longer used. Uh, yeah, so it is no longer used because of the security risk of it. In some ways, it's historically used for SMB, but a remote network service today is mostly considered obsolete. So yeah, so it's just an obsolete port, and so there we got two. Here's security breach right there. Um, let's get started with a full basic. I've never used this tool, but let's try to use it. Full basic enumeration for sure. What is the workgroup name? Okay, so this is the any options I think we put in. I'm not sure if this is the appropriate format. -G, and then I'm assuming we get rid of the IP, and then we put the actual IP. Is that how it is? Oh, I can't. There we go. I share the screen with my friends. All right. What is the? Oh, they want a full basic enumeration. Okay. Hold on. I gotta add this to my tool sets. I did my pen testing course a long time ago. Yeah. Uh, I don't remember if I used this. I probably did. So the question is, what is the group work group name? Work group. of the machine. No way. Yeah. I don't know, but I can look up. What am I missing? What operating system is it running? OS information. Here it is. What share sticks out? Something we might want to investigate. What share sticks? I am not sure. Yeah, well, I found it there. It said look under OS information. Here, there it was.
Yo,
Hey, what's up, Jamal? I'm doing a video
John.
for a Try Hack Me challenge.
Okay.
I'm streaming if you want to see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I see.
I'm using uh I'm using Nmap and to scan ports and see what ports are open. And then I used uh this tool that I don't remember if I used it before, but it does this deeper scan on the system and it shows me like all the user lists, share lists, password policy information, member list, operating system name, and everything. It even shows the passwords and users, but they're encrypted. I guess I can't see them really. It says unknown,
Uh,
so
yeah, pretty cool.
I was able to find this, and these are the two. This is the where they hacked, where we used to work. they hacked using these two ports, which is 139 and 445 is the ports for the printers, is the SMB protocol.
Mm, mm.
And the hack they use is called WannaCry.
Do it again.
Uh,
Sorry, what?
it's called
Mm-mm.
WannaCry.
Do it again.
Do it again, what?
I'll hack it again.
All of this? Yeah. Okay. So easy. So this is the IP address of the machine that I'm attacking, and so the port scan command is called nmap. You have to have it installed. This machine already has it installed, but you can go and like download it really easily. So nmap, then you put the IP, and it does the scan on that. And this is not passive. This is like you're at this point by doing that you're breaking the law by just trying to figure out what ports are open. This is very invasive. So
Yes, sir.
and then it shows what ports are open. SSH is open, 139 is open, and 445 is open. And these two are printer servers. They're ports for printer for file sharing, specifically the printers. And 139, people don't longer use it. This is a useless port because it has a lot of like security. Um, it's very weak security, so people don't use it. So the fact that they have it open, it's like I don't know. But you're never gonna see these open unless it's at least for like a company that knows what they're doing. And so 445, it is open. Um, and that's also this is the one people use for like file sharing and the SMB protocol.
Mm-hmm.
SMB stands for uh, sim- server message block is what it is, and it's for file sharing and printers across the network. So these are the two ports that are open and are vulnerable. And then the only other command that I've used was this one, uh, enum for Linux, and then you put the options that you want, and then you put the IP. And so these are like the functions. Like you can use U for get user list, or you can use all to get all of this information. And so
There we go.
you just type enum for Linux, and then you put the option that you want, put the IP, and then it pulls all of this. You might just want to do a little by little because it is a lot to see at one go. Uh, and so I was able to find the workgroup, the name of the machine, and the version. And this is very important because if you have the version of the machine, then you can look for exploits that work for that version. So that's
Right.
why this is like very invasive. Um, and then so now it's asking me the last question is what sure sticks out as something we might want to investigate. So I don't know what they mean by that. Shares. Let's go. Why don't we just look at the share list like this instead of doing all this crap? Okay. I mean, I would look at all this. The drivers, what drivers are they using? Uh, the profiles, the user profiles, the logon service, I guess. Will this show me like? I think that shows you. I don't. I'm not sure. I think it'll show you like the network logon service. No, it's not this. the profiles. Yeah, I don't know what kind of
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I don't know what kind of information you can get from the logon service, but I know you can look at the user profiles. They might even have a password there. So that's that. And then I'm assuming here they're gonna put me to exploiting SMB. And this is literally how they hacked how we were working. Where we were working, I'm not gonna say the place, but because I'm streaming. Um, but this is exactly how they did it. While there are vulnerabilities such as CV, what is CV? Samba. This is a Samba is the file sharing for Linux. Let's see, this is the version. Since version 3.5, before 4.6 and 4.5, I'm assuming we're at 4.6. It was vulnerable for remote code execution, and that's why it's important that you know, like when you do this, you can see like, oh, what version they're running. Oh, they're running this version. Okay, cool. So you Google it and you're like, oh, this version is vulnerable to this, allowing malicious client to upload a share library to a readable share and then cause the server to load and execute it.
Real.
So that's what we're gonna do here. So from the enumeration say we know that SMB share location. Um, the name of the SMB share. Because we're trying to access SMB share, we need client to access resources on the server. We will be using SMB client because it's part of the default Samba suite. Well, it's already installed at the attack, which you might need to install it. Okay. So and this is the command and the IP. Yeah, just let me copy paste and the share profiles. Is that what we're using?
What?
Password for work group root. I'm hacking into a file server. Password for work group. We don't have that. Let's see. Uh, what would be okay? Oh, hold on. F4. What's to go back? How do I go back? Control C. There we go. Followed by the tags. Okay. So it will be that share and then space minus
Mm. Oh, Jesus.
4. While we doing that 139 and 1433 was it? 455. Nope.
You guys want to order exotic meats and cook them together?
That is what a crazy thing to say.
Why you?
I'm watching General Sam cook a guinea pig and eat it, bro.
Okay, that's insane. All right. See, when I thought you meant exotic meats, I meant like maybe cow ass or something.
Well, he was
Cow
But
ass is skirt, isn't it?
I don't know what the fuck it is, but like, you know what I mean.
he
I
was
didn't
gonna
think we
order
were
a
talking
zebra,
about.
but it was too
That's
expensive.
crazy. All right, yeah. Pasadena, California. Well,
Okay,
shit.
so it would be
Let's see how expensive Pasadena, California is.
am I using the wrong IP? No, what's going on here?
28% higher. Damn,
Oh, this they're giving me
65%
the
higher on
IP.
the housing cost.
What a housing cost?
Pasadena, California. I was gonna apply to this business analyst junior role, but they're just not paying enough now. Now that I look at it. I'm seeing what type of roles they've got opened up.
Either of you guys have ChatGPT Premium?
Negative. I stopped paying for
No.
mine when I started using
Yeah.
Claude.
I just have 3 accounts.
That's crazy. That's
Honestly,
crazy.
real. I might make another one.
I've never asked somebody or ChatGPT that many questions to we need more than one account.
I'm trying to work ahead and get like my 12 assignments done in advance, so
Mm.
it's rough. It's so rough.
Alright, bro.
uh, okay, so they're actually teaching you how to do the command. Well, I'll be the full.
Instrumentation technician lead. What does that mean? What does that even mean?
And this is the one we're gonna use. Nope.
Conway, South. Not bad.
I'm just gonna put it as a tab.
Hey, hey, cyber security. That was like a week ago. I probably already looked at these. Since I took a look, there's been 90 jobs posted in a week. I don't even want to know what companies like tech systems be running through, bro.
Elden Ring seamless co-op run.
Hey Jamal, hold on.
Uh,
I was gonna gift you a game.
What is this game?
It's called
Don't gift me, don't gift me some gay
Midnight
shit.
Ghost Hunt.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Great, now you having on the syntax. Let's have a go try exploiting this vulnerability. No, blah, blah, blah. You have a list of users. The name, share, SMB can SMB, and a suspected vulnerability. Let's see if our interesting share has been configured to allow anonymous access, and if it doesn't have require authentication to view files. We can do this by using username anonymous. Yeah, but he asked me for a password. Does the share allow anonymous access? No. Connecting. Hold on. Oh, it does. Because he has the account. Does the share allow you anonymous access? Okay, but I should get access, so. And not supplying as password.
Bro, I'm not talking to Steve. Chill out. Orada olması lazım.
Let's let's consult.
Sen zaten sende. The mom. What the fuck's oh my cash looks in the car. Sam's где твой mom? Sam's kartı bende hiç yoktu.
yeah, cause we're using the wrong IP.
Dun, 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 dun. Ben kartı hiç kullanmıyorum ben bu. Ben internetten kart var ya.
And you can't be speaking Russian on my video. They're gonna think I'm actually doing something wrong.
So
Level.
fucking true, bro. Hey, quit that mumbo jumbo you're saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Я ни с кем не говорил.
Can't understand what you're saying. Go back to your country. Wow.
Ну, мы все job смотрим. Ana yavrum. Aç arabayı. Konsolda. Konsolda. Gdzie ruka stawisz? Konsolda. Cebimden çıkardım ve unuttum tam. Not same shit. Я специально туда поставил.
I'm not sure.
Do I apply
Oh,
for
I'm,
the
I'm not in
IT
it now.
operations manager?
Why not?
Bro, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there.
What's right there?
I'm just talking to my fucking mom. Talking to my fucking mom. I can definitely do this. They'll never give it to me though.
Okay.
IT operations manager. Anybody out here that wants to do IT administrator or IT operations manager?
I don't even know what the fuck that role does, bro. To be real.
It is basically, remember who Travis is?
Yeah.
It's basically what Travis was doing.
No. I want to be a team lead, bro.
Same. Chilling, sitting, vibing.
Oh, we know this is yes.
Koy da kurtul, koy da kurtul. Yani ne olacak? Koy koy hadi koy koy. Bro, we're tripping. Everybody tripping. Uh,
I mean, I don't even know if I'm in. I think I'm in because it's at SMB, so let's see. It's just LS. Okay. 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 Yes. So I'm in. I'm in. So great. Have a look around. If any interest that continue below information. How, who can we assume this profile belongs to? How do I go into? it's been so long since I've been doing this shit. Uh, hey, Jamal.
Yeah.
What's the command for like checking like to see who owns
Oh.
a file in Linux?
Oh fuck. I know this one. Man.
LS.
I think it ends with own, but I'm here. Wait, let me pull up my notes. Oh no, I think it's ch own. Try ch own.
CH
Own, yeah,
own, and then the
yeah,
file name.
yeah.
It says the abbreviation is ambiguous.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What? Hold on, let me go. Let me come back to your stream. Ambiguous. I have no clue what the fuck that means. Uh,
Like,
try, try listing its command. Try listing who like the rights of the file, and maybe it'll come up. So like ls flag l, and then the
yeah,
file name.
that's what I
Try
did.
that one.
I tried doing that. It says anti status, no such file. Let me see what ChatGPT thinks. Hold on, let me send me all of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause profile.
I haven't touched Linux in like.
Are you writing dot profile by the way, or are you? Cause
The thing is that some of the commands might not work because it's not. It's a file share server. I thought that maybe okay. So that's why they're okay. What a dumbass. Okay, of course. What? I'm not even like reading this shit. I'm like, why? Why am I even okay? So
okay.
okay, but that's not what they're asking for. Oh, hold on. This is not gonna work. What was the to read inside the to see the to read inside?
What? To take a look. Cat.
Yeah, cat.
Yeah.
Cat. I can download the file too to check it. I think I can't use cat.
Bruh,
Yeah, I
why
don't know.
they knee? They're kneecapping you.
Yeah. Uh,
That's kind of fucked.
there is no profile folder or file under that name. The main directory. You seen your in seems to contain files like trying to access working phone. Which
You
failed
can also,
because
I
the
mean, you can
SMB
use
client doesn't handle spaces in file names unless they're properly quoted. Oh, okay, but they want me to do. They don't want me to do a cat. They want me to do a get. Yeah, it says cat is not supported on the SMB client.
try. You can list the file too. Try ls the fucking
They,
the file name.
let's try it. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna work because I think I already tried it. But let's see. It said. Hold on. I think he said I needed to put it like this. Okay, it does work if I put it on quotes.
Oh, alright.
If I put it as a string. The ls shows, yeah. Uh-huh. I'm just looking at the size and creation. Let's see if I do a cat. Will it work if I do it like this? No, it just doesn't work. Yeah. Uh, they want me to do a get. So technically, that should have downloaded it, right?
A what? Sorry, go again. I
The
wasn't listening.
the get should technically download the file. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So now we can open it and read it, and now we have the information that I need. This folder belongs to John Cactus. And now we have everything that we need to answer these questions. What service has been configured to allow him to work from home? As you're well aware, due to the current pandemic, most of Polo Inc. has been insisted that wherever possible employees should work from home. As such, Azure account has been enabled with SSH access to the main server. Okay. Okay. Now we know this. What directory on share should we look in? If there are any problems, you could consider the IT department at IT Polo blah blah regards him. Okay. Okay, now we know this. What directory on shares should we look in?
Alright.
SSA? No. The SSH directory. Okay. I've this is cool. I've never got inside a file server. So how do we look in? How do we look? Uh, so we need to get in through the other port, through a different port, right? We need to exit and look into a different port. Yeah, I think it was Control C. And then port 22.
I don't know if he's asking us questions or if he's
I
just
don't
thinking
know.
out loud.
That's how I
I have
think
no
about
idea,
it by
bro.
asking questions.
Johnny's on your back. Alright. I'm gonna go on the Robert Half website now that I've combed through Randstad again. Let's check Robert Half. Let's make our debut on Robert Half.
There is a SSH directory. I didn't have to leave. So now we need to do a get SSH. No. How do we do that? What is the full name of an SSH identity file? Okay, let's give ChatGPT info. Okay, but okay, so okay, so we get in normal. Do we need to put dot? Yeah. Okay, now we have the keys. The private keys? Is this the private one? Yeah. So the private keys will be more useful, of course. Download this file to your local machine and get permissions to. So hold on. Let's get the keys. ID RSA. Okay, I downloaded the keys. And then we have the keys right here. Oh guys, we got the private key. We got
Oh
the
my
private
god, guys,
keys.
we got the
Oh
private
my
key.
god!
Yeah, and somehow I've managed to use the wrong email address. Kill myself.
Burger.
I wish it was just burger. 16 or more character passphrase? What is that? What am I locking up? I might be locking up the Bank of America or something. What is that? 16 characters? That's insane.
How do we edit this? How do we do this. How do we change? How do we edit the key?
You cannot edit a key.
You can't. I can't
The
edit
key
the
is
key.
generated.
I know, but it's saying. Okay, so how do I change the permissions? It's saying I already downloaded, and then change the permissions.
chmod.
So if I already
chmod the
downloaded,
file.
what?
chmod. chmod the file and the permission sequence
Ang dami yung
stuff
R,
for sure.
dami yung RTTC at.
I think you need to put the name of the file first.
I mean,
chmod.
IDRSA. That's the name of the file.
No idea.
Broski's on the copy and paste business today. Bruh. Why I can't see? Why can you guys see what he's doing? Like,
Me?
I see
Nah,
3
the res is
pixels.
too low.
yeah, it's like 3 pixels, right? Like I can't see what
Yeah.
he's actually typing.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Screen too big.
I can't.
Broski.
Big 2 screen.
What did you write after chmod?
The file, the file of the
No, no,
key.
well, no. There's something between the file name and chmod. What's that? The three
600.
characters. What's that?
I don't know. They want me to modify the permissions to 600. See, this is what it's saying. It's pretty. Am I doing it?
Hold on. I need to take a piss.
It says that by changing it to 600, ensures that only the owner can read and write the file, but nobody else can access it. I guess I gotta exit and run this. Because I'm trying to run it on the file server still. Is that not what he wants? What they want me to do? Yeah, so I guess I gotta exit and then run this. I mean, I think it worked. Now, use the information you have already gathered to work out the username of the account. Okay, this wants me to verify the permissions. Let's do that. Okay, it's because the username is wrong. What's the username of this? You know what? It's not. If you need to use the key to SSH into a server, you can now do so with the following command. Yeah, oops. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT says. Yeah, but how do I can't check them because it says it's anonymous. Because it's sorry, because it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, because we did that, we had to go back and we changed the permissions to this. Okay, and that helps me secure a private key on my local machine. Okay, okay, that's wrong. For SSA action, not SMB, so you need to use SSH, not SMB client. Okay. Okay, now I have the correct permissions. That's not it. do that. Okay, so we use his name. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the username is.
Platinum Puller on Jerkmate.
Jerkmate?
Yeah.
You should work at Jerkmate.
Bro.
I wonder if they're hiring for IT jobs.
Software developer, Jerkmate.
Okay.
What should I order? DoorDash. Pizza, probably not.
It's because I'm not sure.
Introducing your champion.
Yeah, but it asked me for a password. The service key to log into the server. But he asked me for a password.